And we continue to follow a developing story now from Israel, where 6 people are confirmed to have been killed in a shooting at a bus stop in Jerusalem. Israel police say 2 Palestinian gunmen from the West Bank opened fire at a bus stop in North Jerusalem. The attackers were shot by a security official and a civilian. It happened at a major intersection leading to a Jewish settlement in East Jerusalem. Paramedics who responded to the attack say the area was covered in broken glass with wounded people lying on the sidewalk near the bus stop. This was one of the deadliest attacks on the city in years. Here's more from the scene.
We did assist with, transporting some of the patients that were severely wounded to the nearby hospitals. And you have the Zaka team on the scene as well, who is taking care, ensuring the proper respect for the patients that unfortunately didn't make it.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited the site of the attack, saying that Israeli forces were pursuing suspects who aided the attackers. The Palestinian militant group Hamas has not claimed responsibility for the attack, but has praised the 2 attackers. Prime Minister Carney responding today on social media, condemning the attack that took, quote, civilian lives and injured so many, while saying that Canada will keep working with urgency with partners and allies to support lasting peace and security for the region. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is also warning Gaza City residents to leave now as Israeli military forces prepare for a ground maneuver. Netanyahu says this is a final warning to Hamas and that Gaza City will be destroyed unless its fighters surrender and free the remaining hostages. The comments echo calls from U.S. President Donald Trump. Yesterday, the U.S. delivered a ceasefire proposal to the terrorist organization. Hamas officials say they've studied the proposal. In the statement, they said they're committed to releasing all hostages with a clear announcement of an end to the war. Okay, joining me now is retired Major General David Fraser, CTV military analyst. Always appreciate your time. How do you view this attack in Jerusalem, both in terms of location and how it was carried out in the broader context of escalating violence in the region?
Well, Scott, it certainly is an escalation, and Hamas is commending their attackers, which is not going to be good news for the Gazans, because now we should look at retribution back in Gaza from the Israeli Defense Force, because this is just taking the fight outside the confines of Gaza and expanding it into the population of Israel.
Yeah, as you mentioned, really expanding this fight. This, of course, as we pointed out, as Israel is warning, it is pushing more into Gaza City.
Absolutely, and where the Gazans got to go. We just saw on the previous clip that Israel is destroying the buildings. They're going to destroy Gaza City. It's going to be nothing but rubble by the time that they're finished in order to get Hamas to surrender. But what we should be looking at, this is going to be like a balloon squirting out elsewhere in Israel, where these attacks are just going to carry on and innocent people are going to die.
With the way this attack was carried out, does it signal to you any different trend in targeting patterns and indicating really a shift in tactics?
This does look like a shift in tactics. We haven't seen this like this before. And, the fact that Hamas has already, acknowledged the attack, even though they didn't take credit for it, it does reinforce others to do similar things, and which means now the fighting is throughout Israel, and that's not good news for anyone.
And of course, once again, all this is happening as there is a push for a ceasefire. Obviously, that's the big question is, where does that leave that proposal?
Well, it doesn't lead it very far at all. I mean, we saw the Prime Minister out there, and his resolve has not been questioned throughout this war. And I think all this is going to do is he's going to double and triple down on the killings of Israelis and going after Hamas in a more resolute manner than he already has. Which again, if you're a Gazan or elsewhere, it's not good news.
Retired Major General David Fraser, CTV military analyst. Thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.